The Patriots lost the Super Bowl. Forget the intro. I'm angry. Since I finished that Blade video I made last week, I really sat and pondered to myself on what video I was going to do next. And it came to me that I was going to do another Rush Hour video. Yep, clap it up, clap it up. I know y'all like the other ones. And whenever Rush Hour 4 comes out, best believe I'm finna be in that movie theater hyped as hell. But this is really crazy because you got me vibing to this music in the beginning and then this happens? Come on, dog. The movie just started and we already got some conflict? Nah, you tripping. And hold up, I'm straight confused because how do you go from fighting 20 half-naked men in one room and now you turn into a traffic cop? Like, you must have done some freaky shit. And they got my boy Chris Tucker absolutely stressed out. He don't want to lose his job, but... Oh, boy! Hold on, who are y'all? Damn, little mama, let me take you on a date!
Man, you corny!
And Chris Tucker, being a W black man, checks on the brother first, and I'm like, yep, that's my... Whoa. This is a family-friendly show right here. This man Chris Tucker's laying down that ridge, but it is clearly not working.
What's good, shawty? Can I get your email? Are you fucking stupid?
And this man Carter starts having an argument with the bigger girl.
Officer, I swear I'm 140.
Yeah, it says 140 on the license, but clearly it's been a few years.
Officer, it's been a very stressful month for me.
Man, you lying like crazy. I know you.
Can we just leave already?
And hold up, let's observe of how he gets his 1v2 ISO finished.
That depends. You girls like Chinese?
Carter, I'm in the middle of something. Man, we just got some free Chinese food and some Bandos. And I know you want Man, Carter, I can't right now. I'm doing very important stuff. Man, Lee, if you don't get your ass out of that car, My dog, I cannot do it right now. You're embarrassing me. Man, is this still about that girl? Man, I did not know. She was my girlfriend. And Lee, look, just forget about her. How am I supposed to forget about her? She was a 10 out of 10 fine shit. Look, Lee, I'm sorry, but we still got this Chinese. Lee, I know damn well you didn't just hang up on me, boy. So Lee and Carter finally got out of that argument they had in the beginning, and I'm like, oh my god, they're back! And this made Carter's telling Lee that he has 2 black belts in 2 different fighting events, and I'm like, dog,
we do not care.
Carter and Lee both go into this place, and I'm like, what can possibly go wrong here? Until I look over and I see 100 kids turning into the next chain from Karate Kid. I swear this would have had younger me straight doing karate moves in my room. And Carter starts talking to the dude that was making them into little Bruce Lees, but he tries to get past, but they start upping the pole with some knives. I'm like, dog, what did you get yourself into, gang? And Carter tries to talk his way out of this ass whooping he's about to get with these little kids, until Carter made a rookie mistake: never touch a kid's weapon, because he grabs the point of the knife and little bro kicks him in the back of his leg, making him fall. Till Carter looks up at the kid and he's still pointing the blade at his head, wanting all smoke.
I will beat your motherfucking ass!
Until all of a sudden, this man Carter starts doing karate moves. I'm like, dog, nobody is scared of you. Until Carter screams, and that somehow makes him scared. And they pave a path like he's Moses in the Red Sea. And Carter goes up to the door, opens it, and turns around and sees the off-brand Yao Ming in another room. Until Carter tries to dip, but he ducks under the door frame and holds him by his jacket, revealing the giant of a man. Even Jackie Chan knew Carter was cooked, until he grabs Carter and throws him 20 yards away from him, making that boy slide like a penguin. And Lee, being a W teammate, goes to help Carter, and then this off-brand Yao Ming starts trotting his way and leaves a size 20 imprint on Lee's fingertips. I'm like, dog, help this man. Until Lee tries to dip, but he gets kicked flying into a wall. Until Carter goes to help Lee, but he steps on his foot, and I'm like, hold up, let's look at the size difference on each other's shoes. Brody got competition with Shaq. I'm crying. And you know what they say about big feet? Yeah, I'm not even gonna finish that.
Man, you corny!
Until he grabs his head and this man Carter is throwing literal haymakers. I'm like, dog, do something. And I think this man Carter has done the most stupidest thing I have ever seen in a Rush Hour movie. And while he's getting his head palmed like he is Michael Jordan himself, he tries to go for a kick, but he catches it, and I started hearing the trumpets play because he grabs him by his shirt and puts him towards his ear. And Carter once again is trying to talk his way out of it, but that clearly did not work because he threw him straight in the air, making him do a whole turn and land on his back. And I'm like, oh nah. But Jackie Chan once again tries to help, but he gets turned around and he tries to dip, but he grabs his coat. But Lee does a little quick move and slides under this man's legs. But he tries to grab his legs like he is a toddler. And he looks down and grabs this man by his feet and drags him all the way to Carter. Now with both of them laid out like Goku, we see Yao Ming's descent start rushing towards Carter and Lee. And Carter goes to the weapons and tries to defend himself, and I'm like, dog, this is not David and Goliath. Carter tries to attack, but he catches it and throws it behind him, disarming him immediately. Until Carter grabs some nunchucks, and I'm like, dog, you are not Bruce Lee. I mean, look at him cheesing. He already knew you were ass. So Carter hits himself in the head with the nunchucks, and I'm like, bro, you're embarrassing yourself in front of little kids right now. And Carter tries to attack this man with a bow staff, but he catches this hoe real slick. But Lee comes out of nowhere and grabs it, and they start going through bow staffs like they're Megan Fox in her prime. And Carter and Lee are fighting over the bow staff, who's gonna decide to hit him first, but he picks him up like he's about to hit the meanest bench press of all time. But he starts twirling around like he's a fairy, and I mean, look at his face. You know he's so locked in right now. And Carter and Lee are holding on for dear life. They ain't trying to die right now. Until he drops him on the floor, laying them out like Goku. Until we get a special cameo of Master Wu. And that boy is so scary, he got everybody lining up in fear. And we cut to the scene of Carter talking to this fine-ass girl. Man, she's so fine. She got me over here shaking. Until she stands up and reveals to us that she is actually... And she got my boy Carter absolutely stressing. She's over here looking like the next Lex Luthor. Until she turns around and shows her tattoo, and I'm like, okay, that still doesn't hide the fact that you're... The tattoo is like a guide to find the villain of the movie, which I guess is helpful. But it still doesn't hide the fact that you're bald. And the scene kicks off with Lee talking to this fine-ass Asian. I swear they're 3 for 3 for all the women in here. And this fine-ass Asian talking about someone's gonna die here tonight. See, now if this was me in this situation, I'm most definitely folding. We gonna die either way. And then she turned away and I saw her cheese, and I'm like, yup, we are so cooked. Because Shorty over here pulls a fan out with spikes like she's Katana from Mortal Kombat. But Lee starts dodging and weaving until he gets to this chair and he throws this chair at her. But she catches it with her foot, looks Lee dead in his eyes, and then throws a spike at him, trying to take his top off, no gunner. But she throws another spike at Lee, but he blocks it, saving his little man from a career-ending injury. But she jumps on top of this chair, hitting this angelic-ass jump just to get blocked by Lee. And this man Carter starts eavesdropping on Lee and this one girl. But this shorty over here is about to choke Lee to death until he just flips her over and starts twirling around like a tornado. But this shorty's still trying to choke this man Lee until he bumps into a wall. Now I don't even blame Carter's reaction right here because he thinks Lee's getting down and dirty and cracking this girl. Lee does a whole barrel roll just to get on top of the table, and she tries to stab this man, looking real familiar. But Lee grabs her by her arm and she starts breakdancing. I'm like, dog, are you little Uzi? But Lee jumps over the table and holds her fan, making sure that he's not gonna get stabbed. But she jumps up and then they start going crazy. And that boy Carter feeling like a proud father right now. But she steps on Lee's foot, making him scream. And that boy stepped back like Prime Harden just to step into the table twice. She pushes the table with her foot, making this man fall back into the chair. And that boy, with no hesitation, just throws the table up into the air. And for no reason at all, she throws her fan like it's a frisbee, missing Lee altogether. And peep the smooth recovery. I'm like, don't hurt him, big bro. But Lee does a little sweep and makes her do a whole 360 in the air. And that boy Carter feeling like the Vince Carter meme. No pun intended. She gets up mad as hell and hits his post, and I'm like, dog, you are not in the anime. She throws a straight piss missile straight to Lee's fingertips. She starts charging up like she's Andante, and she throws another piss missile straight to Lee's little man, and once again throws another one straight at his cranium. I swear if this would have connected, you would have been like that Sprite commercial. Now she realizes she's all out of spikes, and this man Lee makes a run for it. But this man Carter, happy as hell, looks over and sees the girl on all fours. But she grabs another spike and throws it straight towards the little man of a painting. I don't know what her obsession with hitting people's in their little man, but you got it. In the final scene, Carter and Lee are having a nice convo before Lee goes back home. I swear this is enough to make a grown man cry. This man Lee hits us with the biggest pump fake I have ever seen, talking about you don't even know where this plane's going. This man Lee's talking about we should go to Fiji. Fiji? What are you talking about, Fiji? I look up and I see this. Oh, boy. And there's not just one of them. There's two of them.
I mean, shit, Lee, let's go to Fiji.
And Carter and Lee go into the plane with their fine shits, and that is the movie. Now I know I missed a very important fight scene in the end. I know, I'm just lazy as hell.
I was just kidding. Come on. Come on. You guys know I was just kidding, right?
But this is enough of my yap session. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I'm out. Peace.
Make sure to subscribe and hit that follow button.
Yeah. BJ. Yeah.